Well, if you feel like your character is kind of your alter ego, and if so, being here is a little bit surreal going back to it.
I don't know if it's an alter ego, but it is very surreal coming back here. I think also just coming back here with everyone, so you're like looking around and you're like with the sets and like with the people you made the films with. It is that kind of like double take thing, but it's really enjoyable to to also just to see it all together is a fun thing because you can have little flashbacks and memories and things. So I think it's more just a nice nostalgic moment.
Now that you're back, what are you most excited to see complete about the park?
I basically, I sound like a broken record, but this is genuinely, I keep saying it, is Gringotts Bank. Simply because I wasn't involved with any of it when we were filming. And so seeing the bank in there was the first time I'd ever seen any of it, which I guess is the same experience that most people are going to have when they go in. And it was just amazing, to go in there and just see the scale of it. It's massive, and all the goblins, and it's just, it totally blew me away. And I can't wait to go in, and I've not ridden the ride yet. I've just walked around the bank, so I can't wait to go in and ride on the ride, which is, according to Thierry, is pretty special.
So you're attached to the Brontes, that new film. What drew you to the role?
Right, okay, wow. I can't really talk too much about it at the minute. I know, being from that area of Yorkshire, a lot of the idea of that area known as Bronte country. Everyone knows all about the sisters and their wonderful story writing, but not a lot of people know about the rest of the family. Like Bramwell and whatnot. And actually, his was probably the most heartbreaking of all of the stories. And I thought, when I was reading the script, that's something that needs to be told.
What do you think would be her favorite item in Diagon Alley?
That's not even a question. It's like definitely the crumble horn snorcack.
Which you were talking about earlier.
Oh my god, I was so excited. I just lost myself. Because it's like, it's something that's not supposed to be real, even in the wizarding world. Like, it's something that is sort of Luna's imagination gone crazy, but there it is. And it's like, you win, Luna. Such a sneaky wink to her. Not even sneaky, it's huge and really lumpy and cool.
So obviously the Weasleys, Wizard Wheezes would be really important to you guys. Now if you got to leave like your own mark on the shop that is just your imprint on it for maybe fans to find, what would you leave in the store?
Oliver was here 1-4 probably. No, I wouldn't do that. I'd probably just, I don't know. There's so much what they've done there already. I think maybe actually a footprint on the desk, on the till.
Where they stand up. I don't know. Yeah. I see a couple of the guys here. I may quickly sneak it. Weasley worthy. Maybe like I may set off a firework in there. Obviously when no one else is there. Sorry. When no one else is there. Yeah, just blow it up and then yeah.
Let's say that Bellatrix survived and somehow got off from all of her charges. What do you think her job might have ended up being?
I would have ruled the world. I don't know. I mean, if Voldemort, you see, basically she wanted to marry Voldemort, so and have babies with him. And
so a stay-at-home mom, maybe with that.
She would have stayed at home for about 2 seconds, and then I hate to think. I think it was right that she ended when she did.
So, Warwick, what are you most excited to finally see complete at the park?
What am I most excited? I mean, the Gringotts ride, the escape from Gringotts, of course, feels very personal to me, so yeah, I was particularly excited to see that, and it doesn't disappoint. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. As is Diagon Alley, as is the Hogwarts Express, King's Cross Station. It's such an immersive experience all round. It's fabulous.
Moments in Hogsmeade, and you have Griphook moments over
yes.
here. Do you have a particular favorite or a favorite character?
I mean, Professor Flitwick was a joy to play, but Griphook, I mean, for an actor, a villain is always a lovely character to play, and he had a great story, and he died. But what was great about that experience is that he died, but I lived on in the film as Flitwick. So normally you're kind of like, oh, I'm out of the movie now, but I was like, no, it's good. Exactly. I remember we shot that scene though. There was a funny moment. I was laying on the floor like dead, and there was all the blood everywhere. It was a pretty gory scene, and Rafe was, he's a brilliant performer, and he had no shoes on, and he's walking through all of the bodies, kind of doing what he does, laughing. And I remember he was like, And he went, whoop, like that. And I mean, it was the most funny thing you've ever seen. Him actually slipping for a moment, and all his Voldemort evil and dignity went out the window for just a second. So they had to mop up a bit of blood and make him a pathway to walk through so you didn't slip. But yeah, don't tell anyone else that.